before all of that, if you thought the only way to achieve a six-pack...
The way you did it?
Yeah, was a healthy diet and I was in the gym, well, you'd be wrong, right?
Well, you would be. I met Michael Allen last October for my ITV documentary, The Price of Perfection, when he let cameras inside the operating room while he underwent liposuction and fat transfers to get the dream abs. Wow. You're doing the liposuction.
Lipo, upper, lower abdomen.
Yeah.
Flanks, auxiliaries, so any fat that accumulates around the pectoral muscle.
Yeah.
Fat transfer to delts, biceps, triceps, traps. So I'll be coming out looking like an Egyptian Terminator.
It's actually crazy to think with modern cosmetic medicine what you can do. Like, this person's physique is just, like, changing before my eyes.
You can see how much that really shows,
yeah, it's
right?
unbelievable.
I think he's going to be very happy with the result.
4 hours and 5 litres of fat later, the guy's in there looking like an Adonis. I can't believe what I've just witnessed. That is the most dramatic transformation I've ever seen right before my eyes.
Wow, and it worked after leaving surgery with a six-pack. Michael is joining us now with his wife, Tanisha. Hi, Michael.
Hi, thank you very much.
Are you checking yourself out there on the telly?
I saw that clip.
Looking pretty good,
My
Good
little
before and
Adonis
after.
side,
Yeah, loved it.
Nice to see you again.
And you?
You look well.
Thank you.
I guess we start at the beginning. For people who haven't watched Price of Perfection, it's a massive surgery. Tell us what inspired you to go under this procedure.
I think for me, personally, it was the fact that I always had a six-pack until I was about 25. And I think, you know, life gets busy. You know, we had kids and we became busier. We started enjoying the finer things in life, I think. We ate out, we drank, we dined, and we indulged. So I used to look in the mirror before getting into bed and I used to grab my belly and go, well, that's me now then. And I never really thought about anything that could help me to the extent where I could have 4 hours of surgery and have a six-pack again.
It was a big decision to make, though. I mean, just looking at it, it's pretty invasive surgery, so...
Yeah, it was intense.
You didn't rush into that, did you?
No, so, I mean, don't get me wrong, I tried going to the gym. I would do 8 to 12-week stints of going to the gym, but it just affected my work life. And being in a position where waking up earlier and potentially jeopardising my performance on a daily basis by working out, especially when I've got to inject people's faces on a daily basis, it wasn't suitable for my lifestyle. It didn't fall in line with what I needed to do.
So what do you do for a living?
So we do aesthetics.
Yeah, OK.
So you felt like by being in the gym all those hours, you could be tired, you could be basically spreading yourself too thin
Exactly.
and then not showing up in the way you need to at work.
Reduce my performance at work, yeah. So this was an avenue that I could take to achieve the results that I wanted to suit my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Tanisha, how did you feel about Michael's body pre-surgery and his decision to undergo this massive procedure?
I mean, I quite liked the dad bod.
As you said.
As I said,
So many
yeah,
women
as
say
I
it.
said. And I don't think it didn't suit him, but obviously I understood the fact that he wanted that six-pack again.
Yeah.
And when I met him, he had a six-pack. But also, he was about 20 when I met him. So, but yeah.
Yeah, things change.
Michael, were you worried about not necessarily how you looked there when you're doing the selfie in the mirror of the sort of slightly dad bod that you could probably turn around if you put the hours in? It would be how you looked or how you actually physically how you were 10, 15, 20 years down the line.
So I looked in the mirror and it wasn't the person I was used to seeing. So the person looking back at me wasn't me and it didn't feel
Welcome
like
to the
me.
club, buddy.
Yeah, it didn't feel like me.
It's not the age, it's the mileage,
I had
baby.
accepted it for sure, but I wasn't happy about it.
Yeah.
You know?
That massive surgery, and I was there for it, 5 litres of fat, 4 hours. You were getting, you know, that rod was going in and
Rodded.
out,
I was
rodded.
getting rodded.
It was brutal. You were very bruised by the time they were waking you up. What was it like post-surgery? What did you feel like?
I mean, waking up immediately afterwards, I felt like I'd been hit by a bus.
Was it worse than you expected?
Yeah, nothing...
Tanisha's face.
I mean, nothing could prepare me for,
Really?
for the pain when I woke up, no.
Where,
not at all.
there? Like, where did...
Everywhere. 'Cause
Everywhere.
It was fat transfer.
And you couldn't bend down to do up your shoes, am I
No,
right?
I mean, I couldn't put socks on for 3 weeks.
So when you woke up, did you feel, what have I done? I've just made the worst mistake of my life because I'm in agony.
I wanted to see the results.
And then decide.
I wanted to, like, have a look down, but I was too scared because I was in so much pain. But bearing in mind, I was under twilight surgery, so it wasn't GA.
No.
I walked back to the hotel that day after my surgery.
Just to clarify for viewers, it's like a heavy sedation, so you're breathing independently and snoring quite a lot. Sorry to throw you under the bus here. Yeah.
Pretty sure you turned the volume up on that, actually. that was great.
Well, you're sort of in and out. Is that
So
how it works?
you're kind of out, but you're breathing independently.
You don't feel pain?
No, you don't
I mean, I
feel
couldn't
pain.
imagine waking up
during what was going on.
That would be horrendous.
Yeah.
It's obviously, you've been very open coming on my show and also the social media. What kind of inspired you to share the story? Because there is stigma around men in plastic surgery.
I would love to be an advocate for male surgery. Being obviously a businessman, family man, I'm, your average Joe. And I've had surgery to ensure that I get the results that I want. And I feel like we can break the taboo on male surgery. I mean, women are 15 years ahead? Breast augmentation, liposuction, tummy tucks, BBLs. It's all socially acceptable for them to have surgery, so why can't men have surgery to achieve the look that they want?
Were you, I mean, we shouldn't underestimate, it's a big bit of surgery. I mean, what was it like seeing it? Was it feel...
It's, when you're undergoing that sort of size surgery, under that amount of time, all that fat being removed, there's a lot of risk, infection...
For sure.
Bleeding, everything that goes with it, and sedation. I mean, you've got kids to think about too. Yeah. How did they play into decision-making here?
I feel like we protected them a lot to begin with. We didn't really want them to think that it was a acceptable thing to go and do.
Like a shortcut.
Yes,
necessarily.
yeah. But obviously they do know that he's had the surgery.
Yeah, I mean, Theo's ecstatic with it now, seeing my results. He's in the gym with me now most evenings. Because I'm going to upkeep the results. Of course, it's counterproductive for me to go home now and eat pizza and a six-pack of beer. It's changed a lot of lifestyle characteristics.
So it's inspired you to get back into that?
Yeah, so I haven't drunk alcohol for 11 months. It's changed a lot. I've continued to lose weight around my face even after the surgery. I feel more confident. I feel better in myself.
I mean, it's a good point, because you're just it. And doing the show has been a huge eye-opener for me, right, in the last 5 years. Because you meet people and, I always try and never judge people when you walk a mile in their shoes. And I always think also, people's money is their own decision. They can do whatever they want with their lives. But in terms of how it reflects on your kids, do you not worry that when you say we don't want them to see it as a shortcut, because it is a shortcut, are you worried at all about the message that permeate into them? Like you said, your son's right. He's in the gym, so he's obviously seeing you. But are you worried that shortcut will that it doesn't matter
if all else fails, he can just have surgery? I mean, that's what the option is there for. We're not going to promote it as the primary option, but why not have the option there?
But you're here, so you are sort of promoting it.
In a way, yes, I guess so. But I'm
not judging you. I'm just saying it's a tricky thing to go with your children to sort of you want them to work hard, do well, right? Yeah. And I think it's quite hard. Must be difficult for you to give that message whilst also having had the shortcut.
For sure. We reinforce that, but it's also the world we live in. It's this generation now where it's so acceptable
so you
to have
wouldn't
surgeries.
Necessarily be encouraging him, but you'd support him in his decision if he got to your age and he wanted to do it.
Absolutely.
Do you have any regrets at all?
No.
We were 9 months post-surgery now. Can I, is it really crass to ask for a little
I think of what you're here to talk about. I think that's okay.
Can we have a little look?
See my abs on live
Because last time I saw you, you were on a table with all blood and...
What camera has the best angle?
OK, who's got the angle?
I mean, they're all
Michael, let's do it, let's
don't
see
worry.
it.
I mean, they can handle the angles.
I mean...
Wowza.
They're serious abs. He's a happy guy. That's a genuine smile.
That is a genuine smile.
Money well spent.
And that was up 4 hours, cost 13,000, right?
12,990, yeah.
Ever the salesman.
We can argue about that.
Very good.
Nice to see you again, guys.
Lovely to see you. You can't do your own promo, let me do it. All episodes of Olivia Atwood, The Price of Affection, are available now.
Thank you. I pay you for that later, shall
on
I?
ITVX. Brilliant. Thank you. Lovely to meet you, brother.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every single day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the morning.